Bringing a rescue dog into your home, that's an incredible act of love. But when that dog comes with a traumatic past, you're not just adopting a pet, you're starting a truly heroic journey. Okay, let's dive into this mission: how we can transform fear into trust and help a deserving dog start a beautiful new chapter. This right here, this is the heart of the challenge. You see a dog that just needs a ton of love, but what they see is a world that's been scary and, totally unpredictable. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become their safe place, their source of calm, and the hero who shows them that life can actually be good again. All right, every great origin story starts with setting the scene. So our first mission is all about creating an environment of absolute, unquestionable safety. This is the foundation. Everything else we do is going to be built right on top of this. Now, the very first step in this mission, it actually has nothing to do with the dog. It has everything to do with you. Your job is to be the complete opposite of their past. That means you move slowly, you speak softly, you have to let the dog dictate all the interactions. If they back away, you let them. You're not trying to force a friendship. You're just proving you're a source of calm, not chaos. Learning to read a dog's body language, well, that's your new superpower. These little signals, like yawning when they aren't even tired, or a quick lip lick, or their body getting all stiff, that's their way of whispering, hey, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed here. And when you see those signals, your heroic move is just to give them space. It's so simple, but that act of listening, it builds massive amounts of trust. Your dog needs a bat cave, a fortress of solitude. This is their own personal quiet corner. Maybe an open crate with a comfy blanket. That is their space, and theirs alone. It's a place they can go to recharge, knowing nobody will ever bother them there. This is their very first taste of what true security feels like. Okay, so let's build on that feeling of safety. For right now, forget about petting. Your mission is to be boring, but in a good, predictable way. Just sit on the floor, don't make eye contact, and toss some really high-value treats like chicken or cheese nearby. They'll start to learn that your presence magically makes amazing things appear, all without any pressure. So, with the sanctuary established, it's time to move on to Mission 2. This is where we start to actively and very, very gently build a real alliance, one that's based on earned trust. For a dog that's come from a chaotic past, predictability is like a silent promise that you've got this, that things are okay. Meals at the same time every day, potty breaks on a regular schedule. This simple routine just removes the stress of the unknown and makes their world feel solid and safe. Maybe for the very first time. And this brings us to one of the golden rules. Trust is earned in these tiny, microscopic moments. You never, ever force affection. You always let them be the one to start contact. When they finally choose to approach you, that is a massive victory. Respecting their boundaries is how you fill up that relationship trust bank. Let's be absolutely crystal clear on this one. Any kind of scolding or punishment can totally re-traumatize an abused dog. It's just off the table. Your only tool is positive reinforcement. You lavishly reward the calm, brave behaviors you want to see. If they have an accident in the house, you just clean it up quietly. You're building confidence here, not fear. Now, this is a pretty profound concept. For a dog that has had zero control over its own life, giving them choices back is incredibly healing. Ask if they want to go outside and then wait for them to come to the door. Let them walk away from a petting session. Giving them back their voice, their sense of control, it helps them recover their whole sense of self. Okay, every hero knows when it's time to assemble the team, and that's Mission 3. It's about recognizing that calling for backup is a sign of strength, not a sign of failure. Look, if progress has totally stalled, or if you're seeing some extreme fear or even aggression, it's time to call on the experts. A certified force-free behaviorist or a veterinary behaviorist can create a plan that's tailored just for your dog. They are your most powerful allies on this mission for sure. And your support team has two other key players. First, your vet. You've got to rule out any underlying pain that could be causing fear. And second, your community. Man, online forums for owners of fearful dogs can provide incredible emotional support and just remind you that you are not alone on this journey. This brings us to a really crucial point. You have to let go of all timelines. Just throw them out the window. Recovery isn't a straight line. There are going to be good days and bad days. The goal isn't a normal dog, it's a secure dog. Your unwavering patience is the most powerful medicine you have. It is the plan. And now for our final and most joyful mission. This is all about celebrating the hero that your dog is becoming and really recognizing every single tiny step forward on their path to healing. Did they take a treat from your hand? That's a victory. Did they play with a toy for like 10 seconds? That's a huge victory. These small wins are your daily fuel. They remind you both how far you've come, and they train your own brain to see the progress that's happening day by day. Play is the language of a happy dog, but so many of these dogs have just forgotten how to speak it. So you gently reintroduce toys without any pressure. Maybe you roll a ball away from them. When you see that first tentative little playbow, you'll know a piece of their true, joyful personality is finally starting to blossom. Over time, your role starts to evolve. You go from being this active healer to being their consistent, reliable, safe harbor. You just keep advocating for their needs and maintaining that predictable routine, deepening a bond that has become truly unbreakable. And let's get into the cool science behind this for a second. All of this patience and positivity, it's not just some nice idea, it is physically changing your dog's brain. It's a process called neuroplasticity. You are literally helping them forge new neural pathways that lead away from fear and toward a feeling of calm. And it also highlights the powerful chemistry at work. Gentle interactions release oxytocin, that's the love hormone, in both of you. This process actively builds attachment, and it reduces the stress hormone cortisol. So every positive moment is like a chemical weapon against their past fear. How cool is that? The information for today's explainer comes from the experts over at Doggozilla magazine, and they provide some fantastic resources for understanding and helping out our canine companions. So, you've been given the playbook. You know the missions. The only question left is, whose world will you step up to change? The bond you're going to forge is unlike any other, built on earned trust and mutual healing. You become their hero, and they, without a doubt, will become yours. Just remember, this journey is a marathon of compassion. Every small act of patience isn't just a step, it's the entire path. Now go be the hero you're meant to be.